Yeah, it's interesting. There was an item I heard on the radio where it was saying that basically teenage boys are the ones who drive the movies. And yet, this film really explores the concept that there are quote-unquote heroes older than 50 years old. And so I was wondering if you guys can talk a little bit about the way this movie...
No one's over 50 on this.
But if you could talk a little bit about how the film explores that people over a certain age can be vital and relevant, and when pushed to extreme, what they're capable of doing.
The word is certainly used and used in the title of the film, Retired, Extremely Dangerous, and it's commented on a couple times, but when you see the film, it's right now, it's hit, and Carl Urban and I went at one of the toughest fights I've ever fought in my life, and contact was made. We weren't going, I'm a little too old, buddy, we can't fight this hard. It was deliberately crafted along the lines of mixed martial arts and how violent that is and how we're throwing each other around. I mean, literally throwing each other around and doing things that are very cool and very right now. The stuff that you see, anyone who was reported to be retired in this film, they're doing stuff that is sexy and hot and romantic and funny, and it's just one good part of the title.
It was the most fun that I've had in years was having the opportunity to throw Mr. Bruce Willis across the room and watch him smash into the furniture so well. This film explores, it does explore the whole kind of concept of old school techniques versus new school techniques, and Bruce and Helen and Maureen and John and their characters represent the way things used to be done. I play a character who's of the new breed in CIA, and one of the cool things about this film is you get to see those two different schools of thought go head to head, and there's definitely something to be said about old school. Old school is cool school.
I would just say that, as an older person, you bring a different energy to the piece, and maybe it's the energy of wisdom and the energy of experience, and I think that in a sense is the story of the movie as well. That these people are bringing their deep experience and knowledge of what they're doing to this particular job.
What skills did you have to learn for this? What skills did you have to kind of learn for your character?
Oh, well, shooting a gun was all I had to learn, really. Apart from that, but that was fun to do, and I did it to a certain extent. But no, I mean, you were saying about the relevance of old people and so forth, but I think that is their relevance amongst us. It is to do with wisdom, to do with experience, and it's a kind of a gorgeous thing.
Great, thank you.
We also talked about, though, when we were doing this, the character that was created, it's yes, there's an age question, but there's also this notion of how society discards people that still have a lot of value. And it's at every age. It's not, yes, retirement is one of those things, and I think that's one of the things that underlying this, everybody can look at this movie and go, yeah, I feel a little discarded about one thing or another in our lives, And I think that's where, to the young male question, is everybody has that sense of how do I fit in, et cetera. And this is a group that's struggling with fitting in a way, and now they get to exert themselves again.
Hi, I'm Chris Baelish from On the Red Carpet. Bruce and Helen, what do you like about coming to Comic-Con?
Well, we're both virgins, Well, we're not anymore. I was just ravished. By Comic-Con. I at least I'm a virgin no more. I had a bit of foreplay on beforehand, and then I got ravished.
Is it the fans? That's the number one reason you guys like to come?
Is it what?
The fans?
That's obviously what it's all about, isn't it? I just went into the big room, because I had to see that. That's what it's all about, isn't it? And understanding for the first time that, I get it. this is where, because we obviously travel in a bubble a lot of the time, don't we? We're either in rooms with guys like you or red carpets behind great things. And there is where you actually get to have real face-to-face experience with fans. And you know, the great thing about Americans is their ability to be enthusiastic and obsessed about stuff and do it on such a grand scale. And for me as a Brit, coming into this, it's really exciting and endearing, and it's everything that you love about America, quite honestly, is that commitment and excitement and enthusiasm and innocence, kind of an innocence about it. And it's great to be a part of, and you know, I think we should, it's fantastic to have this kind of venue that you can get down and dirty, if you like, with fans and people like that. It's great.